come.
The tier lists are, I literally just looked up 7 Days to Die weapon tier list. So, do with that as you will. Alright. First off, we got the robotics. All the robotic stuff. Fun. Sledge. D. C. Sledge is good for hordes. Horde Knights. Horde Knights are good. You can just put it at the bottom where they fall down, and they reset their aggro and their rage, like going into like a frenzy or rage or whatever, rage mode, whatever it's called. I think it resets it usually. So, good one to have. Just place it down, let it go. Solid. But you're not going to use it as an actual weapon. You're not going to hold it and hit people with it. That's... It's not useful. No. The regular junk turret is shit. I'm sorry. It has a special ammo, so you have to craft it separately. That's annoying. It's weak. Every time you place it after the 50 bullets are gone, you gotta pick it up and reload it. It's just not worth it. It's not good. It's not good. Meh. Like, even like during Horde Nights, if it's the first Horde Night, like day 7, and you're doing your own Horde base, right? You're not gonna use this because you have to stop shooting to reload it. So just don't. Just don't. Junk drone is good. It's been a pain in the ass recently. It like flies around and ignores me, and I'm angry about that. But it's still good. It's good for storage. I hate to admit it. She's a bitch, but she's my bitch. You know, like it's like she's a bitch of a wife, but she's my bitch of a wife. Like she's annoying, but goddamn it, do I love her? All right, like that was so dumb. That was such a bad fucking line. Okay, god damn it. That was so fucking stupid. That was so boomer coded. I'm sorry. All right, primitive bow. What would it be? Here's why. Primitive bows are the easiest bows to craft, and they're really fucking good early game. Because if you're trying to clear like a tier 2 POI out, and you have no armor other than the primitive, and you have a fucking wooden club, you can stealth everything. So it's actually good. It's actually good. Some of these bows actually might go lower, even though this is the weakest one. It doesn't matter. It's useful for how early you can get it. It's crazy good. We'll put that B as well. Here's the thing. Yeah, we'll put it back down for a second. The iron crossbow to start. So we'll put the iron crossbow lower. The iron crossbow, the ammo is harder to get than the regular arrows. So off rip, it's just worse to me. And I've never needed to use a crossbow when I can just use the bows. And it just feels more consistent. So I would say that the iron crossbow is slightly lower than the hunting bow. And I'm gonna say the same thing for the compound bow and the compound crossbow. It's just they're each gonna be one higher. Because same thing. It's just easier to get ammo for the compound bow over the compound crossbow, and I just think this is a better weapon. So compound crossbow is gonna be A. Go down one. Because it's like, here's the thing with bows. Bows aren't good in general, so I kind of have to lower them all a little bit. The reason why the primitive is at the same level as compound is because the primitive is so early game, and it's so useful early game, that it's the first ranged weapon you can get. So it's just too good to have lower than B. But like all these other bows, the power scaling for crossbows in this game is like this. It starts off good, and then as soon as you get to day 7 to day 14, it goes off a fucking cliff. And then it goes slightly higher when you get to the compound and stuff, but it's not that much higher. So it's just, have to have the primitive up here. Rocket launcher, A. I'll put it A. It's niche, but it's good. It's great for Horde Nights. But that's it. That's it. It's just great for Horde Nights. You're not going to carry the rocket launcher around when you go do quests. Unless you're weird. It's good for Horde Nights. That's it. So it's good. It's a great Horde Knight weapon. Great. Actually, great. It's great for a Horde Knight weapon. It's not great for any... Actually, put that B then. It's great for Horde Knight. It has niche uses, and it can damage you. So, just eh. It's good, but not great. Pipe pistol. Fuck this shit. I was gonna put an F, but I won't. And there's a reason, actually, for it being this low in a second. But outside of me hating it. Reload speed, ass. It's a pipe weapon, I know, but still ass. Damage, ass. I know, pipe weapon still. Don't care. Bad, and it uses the ammo for the league's better 9mm, baby. Woo! The Beretta. I'll go grab mine right now, and I'm not fucking joking. That shit's crazy. I don't actually have a Beretta, but I digress. I have a SIG. Anyways, regardless, 9mm, crazy good, insanely good. Guess what? You find it in a shitter. This playthrough I'm playing right now, I found it on the first fucking day. So it's findable almost every day. Does good damage. You can use it for the next year. Phenomenal weapon. Phenomenal 9mm. Unstoppable force of nature. Such a good weapon. The Magnum. It's good. Put it at B. It's good. However, obviously having the 6 bullets can cause a problem. I'm putting it at B because of the perks that you can put with it, like the better prices if you're holding it out. I think it's if you're wearing a suit. I don't know. Like it's just the better prices holding it out's good, and it's just a good gun. It's a solid gun. And it's just 6 bullets kind of makes it not the best. Deagle A. Deagle's good. I was using it during Horde Night yesterday on day 35, and it was one-shotting even like soldier and biker zombies in the head. It was good. The reason why it's not S, reload. Even with like obviously extended mag reload, again, that's the primary issue. The 9mm is too versatile and too early game, easy to get for it to be lower than S, but like this is basically just that, but like League's harder to get. Like you literally have to be day 28 to get this shit. You don't have to be 28, but like I'm just saying, like it's rare. So yeah. This is just not as good. I would use this over the 9mm. If I had a tier 6 of each, I'd use this over the 9mm every day of the week. But, like, it's just the difference in difficulty to get, the versatility. Why is the pistol S? I'll tell you why the pistol's S for several reasons. Number 1, find it in the toilet. Toilet pistol. Unstoppable force of nature. So it's one of the earliest guns you get, and it's one of the most long-term guns you'll keep. Because the only other weapon after the 9mm pistol is the SMG. And you're not getting that shit till like day 21. So you're going to be using that pistol for almost 3 weeks in game. Phenomenal weapon. Put a suppressor on it. It becomes one of the best stealth weapons in the game. So if you're trying to do like the beginning of like tier 5 POIs with the stealth mode, and then you go hard in the paint once the triggers happen, that pistol's where it goes. Just, it's a good gun. The only time you're not using this pistol is end game, when you're going like auto shotgun SMG. That's the only time you're not using it. Outside of that, it's unstoppable. It's the easiest gun to get. I literally got it on day 1 from a toilet. I don't use it on day 42, but I will say it's unstoppable. It's still viable on day 42. Whereas like the Deagle takes so long to get, I can't have it higher. It's just too versatile of a weapon to have it lower than S. Speaking of SMG, S. This shit melts. Alright. I use the SMG right now on my playthrough, which will actually start in a second. On Horde Night, I go through like 8 zombies before I have to reload. It just insta-melts. It's like the fucking Vector from Black Ops like 2, I think, before it got nerfed. And you just wipe out the entire enemy team, and then you just reload and you're ready to go again. It's disgusting. Especially with the drum mag. Especially with the drum mag. This shit's insane. Best one. Pipe machine gun. See, this is where we get into the difficulties. This will probably be the highest pipe weapon in the game. For me. The reload speed is about the same as a lot of other pipe ones, but I think it's a little faster than most. And it kills like 1 to 2 zombies. So like for early game, it's solid. It's a solid pipe weapon. But like I can't put it higher than C though. I can't. It's just too annoying to use. AK. We're gonna put the AK in B. The reason why I'm putting it in B is because I honest to God skip the AK. Almost every playthrough I play of this fucking game, actually I'll put it in C, because almost every playthrough of this game that I play, 95% of the time I go from pipe machine gun to tac rifle. Like I rarely use this shit. It's good, but I never use it because I always skip it. So, and I want to make sure people realize this tier list is not just based off how good the weapon is, like in like terms of damage and killing. It's also in terms of like accessibility, how often it's used, and situation. So when you're not using the weapon very often and like you're oftentimes skipping it, I'm gonna put it lower. And the AK is a weapon that like you honestly get the tac rifle right after, and the tac rifle is just so much better. It's just so much better. And speaking of tac rifle, put the M60 up there with it. Exactly. Like, I only use the AK if I, like, right, exactly like you're saying. You only use it if you find the AK. If I don't find the AK or get it as a quest reward, I'm not touching that shit. So I'm gonna find the tac rifle in the shop by day 7, day 10. So no, thank you. No, I don't need it. It's good, but if they made the tac rifle more rare, this would be lower. But the tac rifle's too common and too good. And then the M60, although it's much rarer, is still really good enough to where they're both S. The beauty of here's the thing that I find kind of weird. The tac rifle and the M60, I think, are the same tier in quality. I think they're both really good. It's just dependent on, do you want a faster reloading gun and more consistent bullet spray? Or do you want I get to spray unlimited bullets and then have to take 10 seconds to reload? It's just preference at that point. I use the M60, but this is too quick to get, and the M60 is too good. So they're both S. They're both really, really good. I mean, machine guns, obviously, in general, are good, but these two are just, they're kind of equal. It's just depending on your preference and playstyle. Fuck the pipe rifle. Fuck this shit. I despise this weapon with a passion. It is terrible. It does no damage. It is... Reload time is, I think, longer than the pipe shotgun, which is weird. Maybe it's not, but it's still insanely long. And it is shit. It has 1 bullet. It's terrible. Next one, hunting rifle, D. It's just a slightly better version of the pipe rifle. Does a little more damage and still has 1 fucking bullet. Why? Why did they think pipe rifle 1 bullet, hunting rifle also a bullet? What the fuck? Who thought of that? Why would you do this? This is why when I did the perk tier list, I put hunting rifles, I put fucking rifles at D, I think, or C, because it's terrible. The first 2 rifles both have 1 bullet and you have to reload. What the fuck? What are we doing? Lever action. I'm putting it in A because it's cool as shit. I don't give a fuck what anyone tells me. The lever action's just cool. Alright. I just feel like fucking Ash from Overwatch. It's just cool. I feel like a cowboy. It's just so cool. It's just such a fun rifle to have. Oh, hold on. Sorry. My webcam's freaking out because I'm moving so much. Let me fix that. It's like focusing because it's like, what the fuck's happening? There we go. That's better. There we go. Alright. It's just such a cool gun. It's such a cool gun. And in fact, Sniper's also at A. You wanna know why Sniper's at A? I'll tell you why Sniper's at A. What day does that say at the top? 39, right? Where's my sniper rifle, chat? Where is it? I don't fucking know. I don't know where it is. Because I haven't found one yet. I'm on day 39. And I haven't even found, like, a level 1 sniper rifle, okay? So, I'm sorry, I can't put it in S. Hell, you know what? I'm gonna put it in B. Fuck you. I'd rather look cool as shit with the lever action than use the fucking non-existent sniper rifle that exists in this fucking game. I don't care. Sue me. I can flip it around. You can't, but if they put weapon inspects in, they better let you flip it around. Like, it just sucks. I can't find it. Sure, it's good, but like you can't find it. So B. You seen any demos like C4 zombies? The demo ones, yes. The demos have spawned quite a bit. We've gotten to that point, especially during Horde Night. I see a few. On some tier 6 infested clears, I've seen some. They're scary. They're not fun. But we get through it. I just use the M60 on them. It's light work. Or I shoot them in the leg with my SMG because I have Crippler on it, and they just like laying on the ground, and I can just shoot them in the head a million times. So it's easy solution. Just don't use the shotguns, and you're fine. Speaking of shotguns, pipe shotgun C. It's lower than the machine gun. I think it's slightly worse than the machine gun, but I still think it's C. Here's why. You find them everywhere. I've had playthroughs where I never find a rifle, never find a pistol, and never find a machine gun. I don't think I've had a single playthrough since they added this shotgun that I have not found a tier 5 pipe shotgun. They're just everywhere. And it's a free, hopefully, one shot if you're aiming correctly. So it's like if the pipe rifle wanted to be useful. That's all it is. So I'll put it in C. I hate the pipe pistol too much to put it equal to pipe pistol, so C. Double barrel. B. Double barrel's too good. Double barrel's too good. I mean, it's mediocre because, like, well, I changed my mind. I changed my mind. It's C. Here's why. You'll notice it's also with AK. Why is it also with the AK-47? It's the other forgotten weapon, chat. I've had playthroughs. Again, I rarely use this gun because I almost never get it because I get the pump shotty right after. So I'll go pipe shotgun, and then out of nowhere I find a tier 3 pump. I'm like, all right, thank you. And the pump is nutty. Actually, S. S because of its aura. The pump shotgun has 1,000 aura. It's so good. 10,000 aura, 100,000 aura. I don't give a fuck. Pump shotgun. It is the stereotypical zombie shotgun. It is useful till late game. It has its own mod, the pump extender. It's there. Like, it exists. It's so good. And auto shotgun will also be up there. Just because the auto shotgun's busted. The fact that you can put a drum mag on it, I mean, obviously you can. It looks like it has a drum mag on it, but you put a drum mag on it. It's fast as fuck. Especially when you get shotgunner or the boom stick, I think, perk upgraded to max. It's insane. It's too good. It even, like, I think it sometimes even one-shot soldier zombies in the head. So it's too good not to take. But the aura of the pump just makes me have to put it in S. And you also get it pretty early game too, so it's a really good shotgun to have. Pipe baton, I'm gonna put this similar to, like, the primitive bow. You get the pipe baton really early. Like, you find tier 3 pipe batons everywhere. And so, for a melee that you find, compared to all the other shit melees, it's probably the best shit melee out of all of them. So, I would put it in B. A for the stun baton. Stun baton is pretty good. Late game especially, it can be useful, especially on Horde Night. Take a nerd tats, smack them up, hits an area of effect stun. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Like, it's useful. It has its uses. Bone knife. I'll put it in B because it's a lot like the pipe baton, but I don't think it's better than the pipe baton. Like, here's why I'm putting it in B. You find it a lot like the pipe baton, whereas some of these pipe weapons you almost never find. And it has uses. Like, you can skin animals with it. In early game, you need to skin animals, so it's useful. Hunting knife is gonna go in A, and the reason why I'm putting hunting knife in A is because of the fact that you also find this actually quite a bit. For a tier 2 weapon, or like the second weapon of the 3, you find this a lot. And I know they're lower tiers, but like, you still find it enough to where it's like a viable option early game before the horde, first horde. So for viability, for how often you find it, and for the use, and the fact that you can also skin animals with it, A. And then of course, machete has to be S. High damage. Again, you also can skin animals with it. I mean, by the time you get it, you don't need to often, but still cool. You mainly only do it for the bones. At least that's why I do it for the bones. Still a good weapon. It's the weapon I use right now because I'm going on agility build. Great melee. Nothing bad about it. And yeah. Wooden club. A. B. We're gonna keep it with these 3. I think these 3 are kind of like the... Looking at all the other weapons, I think these 3 are kind of like the trifecta of melee weapons early game, where you get them almost everywhere, and this one you literally craft at the beginning of the game. So it's a good starter. It's easy to get. You find it pretty quick, and there's no serious issues with it. Bat, I'm gonna put it lower. The reason why I'm putting the baseball bat lower is because I rarely find it, which means you have to craft it, which means you have to go out of your way to craft it. My thought process when it comes to this is, yeah, it has higher damage, but most people do not craft the weapons they use unless they're going for like a tier 5 or tier 6. Most people use what they find, especially mid-game and early game, because you're mid-game, you're constantly getting to a higher and higher tier for quests, and you're constantly getting better and better weapons. So you're probably going to actually like find the weapon rather than you like craft it. You're not finding a lot of baseball bats, at least I don't. So it's just not good. I mean, like, it's still, I'm not gonna put lower than C because it's still probably a decent hitting weapon. I just haven't used it a whole lot, and it's not commonly used. So put that in C. Steel club, I'll put an A though. Most steel weapons will probably go in A, other than one. And that's because it's good. It's a good weapon. It's a strong melee. It's the best. It's the highest tier for clubs, so it's good. Knuckle wraps, putting them lower than these. You find them okay amounts, but I don't think it's enough to compare them to these 3. I think it's like worlds apart in quality and in amount. So I gotta put this lower. I wouldn't, but you kind of have to. Brass knuckles, or the iron knuckles. I don't know why they don't just call them brass knuckles. I guess it's because they don't want you to think you have to craft them with brass. This... Wow, damn, sorry. Jesus. This is probably one of the only melee weapons that are the mid-tier that I ever craft. It's the only one. Because if you're going knuckles, you're probably getting enough books to craft it for the magazines. And you're gonna need it. Because the knuckle wraps aren't that good. In fact, I'm gonna put them down one more. Because they're not that good. So you need the damage buff. So it's worth to craft. So I think it's a definite upgrade to the point that you need it. Steel knucks, A. I don't want to put them as high as machete. Simply because of the fact that I think the machete's better. I do. But they're still good. If you're running a strength fortitude build, obviously it's really good. But I think if we're like just comparing them with like the most ideal perks, I think the machete is still better. I'm gonna put it here. I think this is better than the Nux, but I still don't think it's better than these 3. You find it okay amounts. I think you find it like the same as the Knuckles, at least for me. But it's just, these swing faster in early game when you have no stamina. You're fighting more than 3 zombies. You're out of stamina after the first 2 and you're getting your ass eaten. So I personally don't like my asshole getting eaten out. Maybe you do. Hey, I don't judge. No king shaming on this channel. Only a little bit. Will not. It's just not good. It's just not good. However, this is going to A, baby. Iron Sledge is found fucking everywhere. I don't know what it is. This shit will not leave me the goddamn alone. But it's good. It's a good upgrade. I think it's better than the brass knuckles or the iron knuckles, but you find them everywhere. It's a solid weapon, so you don't have to actually craft it. It's nice. Steel's the only other melee I'm putting an S. I think if I had to rate the three main, like the three best melees, which is like blades, sledges, and knuckles, machete, then sledge, then knuckles. Only because this has an area of effect when you max out the perk, and that area of effect is crazy good. Being able to hit multiple zombies and knock all of them down, it's crazy good. Especially on Horde Night when they're at your little, like, you know, fighting position. You hit one, all of them fall down, fall to the ground, they'll have to run back up. Really nice. Real nice crowd control. Actually, I'll put them on the same. Fuck. I'm putting this at D. The reason why is because, again, you're gonna probably use these three. Like, unless you're like a seasoned veteran who knows all the weapons in and out of this game, you're not gonna go out of your way to craft this. You're probably gonna go this, right? So I really do think that this is just not worth compared to these three. Iron Spear. Maybe I just have PTSD from before when you throw it instead of the heavy attack now. It's just, you find an okay amount, but again, spears just are not a good weapon in my opinion. I don't give a fuck if it has a longer range than other weapons. I would rather just use the sledgehammer at that point and do more damage than have the longer range. I think the more damage would be better in every way. So it's just not good. Maybe I just have PTSD. I don't know. Maybe I just, not PTSD, sorry. Maybe I just have, like, you know, maybe I'm just biased. Maybe I just, because before when it was so bad and I never used it, maybe that's why, but We're gonna put this up to B, though. It's gonna be the lowest steel weapon, but it'll be at B. I was gonna put it in C, but the reason why I'm putting it in B is because I think it's the most common steel weapon you find everywhere. I don't find these steel weapons other than maybe the Nux, but not even that. I don't find these steel weapons too often. You find these steel fucking spears everywhere. Okay, listen. Crow, I know you love spears. Actually, I didn't know you love spears. That's a new fact about you that I learned. But in 7 Days to Die, spears have always been shit. It used to be where you throw them, and that was the worst fucking mechanic in the game. You don't throw them anymore. Now you have heavy attacks that are regular. But I would rather just use a sledgehammer for the increased damage than the increased range. It's just an increase in range. That's all you get. And quite frankly, it's not worth. You're right. It's not. I'm not blaming spears. Spears as a weapon are cool. Right? Spears in 7 Days to Die are shit. I don't make the rules. I don't make, like, when I think of spears, I think of Trojan warriors. Cool as shit. 7 Days to Die devs don't think the same. They hate Trojans. I think they hate the Rome. I think they hate the Romans. I don't know. I don't know what it is. They just hate Rome. Fuck Molotovs. All my homies hate Molotovs. I use this shit. I have a literal TikTok of me setting myself on fire. I set myself on fire every time I throw these things. Fuck these things. You can say skill issue. I don't care. Bite me. Terrible. Hate these things. The hitboxes on them are annoying as hell.
Skill issue.
Don't care. Do not care. Didn't ask, Joseph Robinette Biden. Didn't ask. Don't care. Shit weapon. Shit Molotov. Fuck you, Molotovs. Alright. Pipe bombs. A. Easy to craft. Early craft. Great explosive for, like, day 14 when you got a pit of zombies coming at you during the blood moon. You just chuck one down, two down, blow them up. Great. Great early game explosive.
Oh, these? My boobies? My massive fucking titties? My super stuffed up milkies? My hunger bonger doinky boinkies?
You guys missed the Nami cosplay too much. Okay. I don't know why these are different. Put that first. Regular grenade. B. I'm putting it lower than the pipe baton. Or pipe baton. What the? Pipe grenades. Yeah, I know. I always gotta get ready for that stare. Pipe grenades are higher. Oh, no, that's the plan. That's definitely the plan. Here's the thing. Grenades are so much harder to craft. They require mechanical parts, I believe. And they are much higher level. And I just buy them. So, no. They're lower than the pipe. I don't use these. But, like, you can craft them so early on, I have to put them higher up. I just buy these. Contact grenades will be A, though. Contact grenades are pretty fucking cool. Upgrading explosives in perception. This would be the only reason why I'd upgrade explosives in perception, is to make these do more damage. Outside of that, they're great weapon. Have all the zombies clumped up at your fighting position. Chuck one, hit all of them. Free damage. Timed charges. Now, this was a weapons tier list. I'm iffy on timed charges. I'm gonna put this at C. D. The reason why is because it's not a weapon, really. I mean, it does damage, and I'm sure if you could... I don't know if you could stick them to zombies. That'd actually be a good test. But if you can, I'm sure it does decent damage. But I use them for breaking safes, because that's what they're meant for. It's meant for blocks. And speaking of blocks, dynamite, F. You're not gonna... Don't use dynamite to kill zombies, okay? You're gonna ruin the landscape of your world. Especially if it's a horde night, you're just gonna make the pit deeper. And what's gonna happen is they're gonna dig under your horde base, and then it's gonna topple your entire build, and you're gonna die. Just don't use dynamite for weapons. I mean, if you're trying to dig up like clay or dig up a hole quickly, sure, obviously use it. But for zombies, you're just griefing yourself at that point. Like, you're just gonna kill yourself. It's just not good. It's just not good. But yeah, as are true with all of my tier lists, this is 100% correct. There's very little wiggle room for this for the most part. I mean, there might be a little bit, but not a lot. Like, if you try to make a case for, like, crossbows, I'd be willing to listen. But, yeah. This is the tier list. What you'll notice is a lot of these weapons in S I use, because they're fucking crazy good. The only two that I don't use right now is the pump and the 9mm, and that's because the aura between these two combined probably has more aura than fucking... I don't know. Me. Actually, that's not that hard. Oh, it has so much aura. It's like 10,000 plus 10,000 aura from these two, okay? Like, these Mog, they're upgraded counterparts in many respects. So, okay. You know, okay. So, we're stinking up chat now. Okay. That's fine. It's fine. I get it. It's fine. It's fine. It's a natural human process. We know women don't fart, but, like, you know, it's okay. It's okay. Anyways. So, this is the tier list. This is 100% factual. Yeah, it is true. It is true. It is true. You're 100% right, Crow. This is 100% correct. I know you weren't referencing anything else, but this is 100% correct. I know. Yeah, we know Crow's never farted. Crow's never farted in her life. That doesn't happen. But yeah, this is the tier list. 100% true.
Wrong.
Wrong. Tricks, are you trying to tell me that you know more about women than women? Hmm? Is that what you're trying to tell me? That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. Well, regardless. God fucking damn it. And then crows, then farts. You're a liar. I'm being gaslit by my own chat. All right, well, that's the end of the tier list before I absolutely hang myself. You did fart. You just farted. You just farted. You just farted. No. It says Chromatic Condor redeemed fart. You farted. Don't fucking come at me and be all like, no, I paid Blurp to do it. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Blurp just plays what you guys want it to play. So it's you that did it. I don't make the rules. I'm not, you know, I'm not Jigsaw from Saw. I don't make the rules of the game. I just play it. So